Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I am going to do Excel chapter 1 greater cumulative medical expenses. So first of all, you are supposed to download the Excel worksheet and the instruction file, that is a Word file. So download these two files. Let's open the instruction file. So this is new course EXP25 Excel chapter 1 cumulative medical. At start of the instruction you can see the project description. There is nothing to do in project description, but I suggest you to go through this project description so that you can get an idea about the assignment. When you will read the assignment, you will read the project description, it will be easy for you to complete this project. But main part of the assignment is starting from this instruction, and total steps to complete this assignment are 27. So we are supposed to complete 27 steps to get this assignment done. So first it is saying start Excel, download and open the file named EXP25 Excel chapter 1 cumulative medical. So I have already downloaded that one and I will open that for you now. This one, cumulative medical, open this one. Then we will move to step number 2. You notice that 3/22/2027 vision expense on row 10 is duplicate of the expense on row 8. Row 8 and row 10 are duplicated, vision and vision. Okay. So noticing select and delete row 10 that contain the duplicate record. So we are supposed to delete this row. So we will click on this one and we will go to in cells group and click delete and click delete sheet rows. Row 10 has been deleted, and that is all about step number 2. Now let's move to step number 3. Step number 3 is saying you want to move 3/2/2027 pharmacy expense to be listed in chronological order. Select and cut row 11 that contain the 3/2/2027 pharmacy expenses and insert cut cell on row 5. Select row 11, cut this one. So select row 11, cut this one, go to home tab and click cut. Select row 5 and click insert cut cells. Okay. Now we are done with this step. That was step number 3, and now we are going to do next step, that is step number 4. You decide to insert a column for additional data. Insert a new column A and type expense number in cell A3. So right click on it and click insert, and new column will be inserted, and now we are supposed to type this expense hash in cell A3, expense space hash in cell A3, and that is step number 4. Now let's move to step number 5. In new column, you want to create a coding system consisting of year. month and sequential numbering for expenses. Type 2027-03-001 in cell A4. Here we are supposed to type this. I will simply copy this one and I will paste in cell A4. So paste in cell A4, and in cell A4 and use autofill to complete the expense number to range A5 up to A11. So go to this dot and a plus sign will be appear. Double click on it and we will get autofill result. So that is all about step number 5. So we have completed step number 5 as well. Now let's do step number 8. After filling in the expenses number, you will increase the column width to display the data. Change the width of column A to 12. So this is column A. Select this one. Go to cells, go to format and select column width and select type 12 and click OK. So now column A width is 12 points, and that is all about step number 6. So we have completed 6 steps of this assignment so far, and now we gonna do next step, that is step number 7. The worksheet should have a title above the data. Notice saying worksheet should have a title above the data. Type March 2027 medical expenses in cell A1. Go to cell A1, type March 2027 medical expenses. Medical expenses in cell A1 over the range and click this check mark. Okay, now it is saying that merge and center the title over the range A1 up to J1. So we will select A1 up to J1. Select this one, go to home tab, in alignment section go to this box and select merge and center. Okay, now this step is done. Let's do step number 8. Title would look more professional with some formatting. Now we are supposed to format the title that we have just entered. Apply bold green font color and 14-point font size to title in cell A1. So we are supposed to apply bold green accent color. First we will apply bold to this one, bold, then font color should be green color. Go to font color and select green from here, green, then 14-point font size. 14-point font size, we will change the font size to 14 point. Okay, that is all about step number 8. So we are done with step number 8. Now let's do step number 9. You decide to replace lab with laboratory to provide a more descriptive expense name. So in this step, we are supposed to replace the lab with the laboratory. So we will go to cell A1, go to cell, go to editing and select replace. So first we are supposed to select put lab in find what. We will type lab here in find what option and replace with laboratory. And click replace all. So all done, we have replaced 2. Okay, 2 replacement have been done, and that is all about step number 9. So step number 9 is done now, and we gonna do next step, that is step number 10. The worksheet contains spelling error and need to be identified and corrected. So now we are supposed to correct the misspelled word. Check the spelling in the worksheet and correct all the spelling errors. So we will go to cell A1 to make it active cell. Go to review tab and click spelling. So paid should be second option. Click change. Click change and spell check is complete. So that is all about step number 10, where we were supposed to make the correction in the spelling errors. So we are done with step number 10. So now let's do step number 11. You are ready to enter the first formula to calculate the adjusted rate. So we are supposed to calculate the adjusted rate in column F. So that is the cell F4. So it is saying calculate the adjusted bill in cell F4 by subtracting the amount not covered from the amount billed. So we will type equal sign and we are supposed to subtract amount not covered from the amount billed. So amount billed minus amount not covered and click this check mark and we will get the adjusted bill for this medical exam item. So that is, noticing copy the formula to range F5 up to F11. So go to this dot, use the fill handle to get the other values. So that is all about step number 11, where we were supposed to calculate the adjusted bill by subtracting the amount not covered from the amount billed. So we have completed this step. So now let's do step number 12. Next you will calculate the amount owed. Calculate the amount owed in cell I4, this one, by subtracting the insurance paid and co-pay from the adjusted bill. By subtracting the insurance paid and co-pay from the adjusted bill. So type an equal sign, select the adjusted bill minus insurance paid minus co-pay. We will get the result for this one. Copy the formula to range I11. So use the fill handle and we will get the result for the other values. So that is all about step number 12, where we were supposed to calculate the adjusted amount owed. So that is done. Now let's do step number 13. Finally, you will calculate the percentage paid of the adjusted bill. So now in J column, we are supposed to calculate the percentage paid of adjusted bill. Percentage paid of the adjusted bill, and that we can do by adding the co-pay and amount owed and then dividing the amount by adjusted bill. First we will add co-pay, J4, type equal sign, we will add 2, that is adding the co-pay and amount owed. Co-pay plus amount owed plus these two and divide the result by the adjusted bill, and adjusted bill is given in cell F4. Press enter. So we got the percentage paid of adjusted bill. Now copy the formula in the range J5 up to J11. So we are supposed to use fill handle to get the other results. Okay, and that was step number 13. So now let's do step number 14. The first row of monetary values should be formatted with $sign. Apply accounting number format to range D4 up to I4. So we will select D4 up to I4 and we are supposed to apply accounting number format. Go to home tab, in number select accounting. So now accounting number format have been applied to these values. Okay, and that is all about step number 14. So now let's do step number 15. For the remaining rows of monetary values, you decide to apply comma style. Apply comma style to range D5 up to I11. So select D5 up to I11 and from here select comma style. So comma style have been applied to these values. So I have completed 15 steps for you in this video. That is almost 80% of this assignment. But if you want me to do this complete assignment, complete course, including all the Excel, Word, PowerPoint or Access assignments, you can contact me and you can have me for your complete course. My WhatsApp number and email is showing at the bottom of the screen. You need to contact me either through WhatsApp or email and I will produce a grade for you in your courses. This is new course EXP25 and I am already doing this course for many students, and if you want me to hire for this course, I will do this course for you and you will get a grade in your course. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will get back to you with another useful solution. Thank you so much again.